Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, dear traders around the globe. We from Admiral Markets say welcome here to our real-time daily trading ideas webinar. In this webinar, we have 5 days, 5 traders, so with 5 different trading styles. And we would like to screen the markets and show here some interesting trading setups and discussing the topics of today. But first of all, here is our disclaimer. Please be aware that all CFDs and Forex products are leverage products, so that can result in losses that exceed your deposit. So they maybe not be subtitled for everyone, and please be aware that all we are showing here is just a personal opinion of our traders and not an advice for investing. So if you already heard about here the ESMA regulation, we have since the 1st of August new leverage sizes here for the major Forex and other products. For example, here the EURUSD Euro is only 1 to 30 and the DAX only 1 to 20. But here are the good news. You have some different options. In this case, maybe you are able to enter in the professional client status. So for more details and information for the professional client, please check out our website. Here you have a picture for me. My name is Tim Temp. I'm an account manager from Germany, and so we do this webinar in co-moderation. So today we have the pleasure here with Markus, one of the famous German trader. So here a quick overview of some of our offerings. Here, for example, our DAX 30 with a typical fixed spread of only 0.8 point during the main trading hours. These and other products you can also trade in mini contracts. Yes, on the right side, you see some of our customer service awards here, and for our products. If you have questions, feel free to contact us. Here you can see our telephone number and as well our email. This you find also for sure on our website. So this is a live trading webinar. This is recorded and later you can find it on our YouTube channel. So yes, maybe you already know it, but here it's good to know. We are regulated background, so all what we're doing is here regulated from the FCA. They are seated in London. So here's a picture again from Markus. So, and yes, good morning, Markus, to you. I share the screen. Hope you're doing well, and you can start what's going on the markets.
Wonderful. Good morning, Tim. Thank you for the great introduction. A warm welcome to our sunny Thursday here in Germany. A lot of greetings all around the world, wherever you are. Tim, thank you very much. Yes, let's start. Another week is almost done. The first slide, the same procedure as every week. Success, ladies and gentlemen, is not a fantasy, it's a formula. And you know, we are trend trader. My trading approach is based on the Dow theory, and we are knowing a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. We have a probability of almost 65%. And if we make sure that the bigger trend, the upper time frame is facing or is support us, is encourage us through trend by itself, or through divergences, or through support and resist, or through volume, maybe then our trend continuation rises up to around about the probability of 72%. Under this conditions, we have special rules. We have special rules. First rule, you need a trend. Second rule, the correction has to run at least 38%. Third rule, major of the trend, maximum for the fourth trend arm. After the fourth trend arm, the probabilities are decreasing to around about 50%, so 50-50 is not enough for us. Rule number 4, waiting for the rebounds. We are using candles of Heikin-Ashi, the balanced candles, and rule number 5, our target is placed about Fibonacci. So with that in our mind, we want to have a look at the moment. We have a running trade in Aussie Canadian dollar. We prepared it last week. Aussie Canadian dollar in the long side, cause the daily chart is facing upwards. And yes, we have this trade here in the long side. We are in, and our target is placed here at around about 0.95%. This is a working trend as at the moment. We did 2 trades last week from Thursday. The first trade we made in US dollar, and this is my expert advisor. I developed it based on my rules. It's really easy. So my job is to make sure that the bigger trend is facing in my direction. And with this in our mind, I'm saying to my expert advisor, go long or short. That's everything what I have to do. And Tim, forgive me, but I can make a great announcement. Since yesterday, my homepage, dow-trading.com, is available in English. So you can switch it. You find the link in the chat box. There you can switch it on the button of the flag of German to English, and the most important sites are available in English. Great stuff. Thank you for attention. So we said last Thursday, we want to make a short trade in euro with US dollar, and you can see here we made it. And you can see how the expert advisor works. We had here our signal, the balance candle. We had a downtrend. We had our balance candle. Here was the signal entry, and we said red in that case, not black, red to red. So 61% correction. The target 61 on the lower side, and you see pinpoint, kladush. That was a great trade, and after that the next correction were coming. So next trade was a little loser, the DAX. So the direction was right, but my stop was too close at the entry. So you can see it was a little bit a loser, but the direction was correct, and that was my wrong. That not the expert advice. It was my fault, because I took my stop too close at the entry. I don't know, a little bit alcohol. I don't know what was the reason, but look at this one. This is the profit factor from the last days, and you can see backward the last 4 weeks. Winner, winner, one loser week, next winner. So I think we are with our trading approach. I think we have a very good opportunity to make on a long term view, really great stuff. I prepared for the next week, or from today up to next Thursday, the next trading approach, the next trading chances, and we will talk about that. First is Aussie New Zealand dollar. Why? You can see it. It's always the same as the last weeks. We have this uptrend. Now we are very far in the correction, round about, let's see, round about, yes, maybe 78, almost 100%. But as long as the price doesn't leave this price to the lower side, 10.8, a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. And that's the reason why we are looking in the hourly chart for a long trade. Not yet, because we have a big decrease here, a sharply decrease to the lower side. We need first we need a long trend here, but based on the hourly chart, and that was the first slide, the probabilities are rising up if you make sure that the bigger trend is facing in the same direction as you want to make your trade. So that's the reason Aussie New Zealand dollar, try to make a long trade, put it on your watch list for the next 5 or 6 days. Nothing changed in euro US dollar, almost short, or still short. We can see this downtrend. We have actually this correction, and now we have a little bit more probabilities to the lower side. Nothing changed to the day today about this green candle. The most or the higher probabilities are on the lower side. As long as the price doesn't leave 1.70 to the upper side. That's important. So that's the reason we are still looking for downtrends. Not yet, because now we are in the correction, and you can see the trends are working together. And now we are a little bit in an uptrend, so still waiting for the next short trend we did last week. Next one, Euro Swiss franc. Put it on your watch list. Only put it on your watch list. Be patient. Wait for your chances. So Euro Swiss franc. Why long? No, it's really easy. Look, we have here great support, a double bottom here. It's encouraged through a divergence here on the RSI. It's a great stuff to make a long trend in the hourly chart. So we have the support from the higher trend, and we are looking for here. Oh, look, this one. Always we have a long trend. Maybe we get some signals here in the next hours. So put it on your watch list. This is one of the most important trades will come in the next hours. Euro Swiss franc, as long as the price doesn't leave this green point, the 0.3, 1.12 to 52 on the lower side. Next one, Euro British pound, still long, a very young trend. We have a correction. Look at this one. The correction is running almost. Let me see. Look at this one. Pinpoint, 61%. Fibonacci. That's great stuff. Most of the people are looking at Fibonacci, and the entire time frame is a really, really important tool. So that's the reason why I'm looking in the hourly chart for a long trend. Not yet. It's a little bit crazy at the moment. So we have high liquidity, high volatility in the market in British Euro, British pound, but still wait for the next movement. So maybe we have to wait this one. Look, next uptrend, up move, next correction, and then we can make a long trend. As long as the price doesn't leave this zone here to the lower side. It's only a proposal. It's only what can happen in the next hour. So put it on your watch list, Euro, British pound. No, sorry, I don't have a French version. Of course, I'm happy that I can speak English. Euro, Japanese yen, we have a short. You can see the big trend is facing downwards. You can see downwards, and we have a little smaller downtrend. Look at this one. I will paint it for you. Movement, correction, a big move, correction, almost 100%, almost, and now the more probabilities are to the lower side. That's the reason we're looking in the hourly chart for the next downtrend. Not yet, because we are in an uptrend. That shows us the correction. The daily chart is placed in the hourly chart in an uptrend. Now we have to wait for the next short. Patient, only put it on your watch list. If I'm done with my proposals, I watch at your wishes. Your wish is my command, of course. So British pound, Swiss franc, short. Why? Look, it's really easy. The daily chart supports us. We have this divergence. Look at this one. We have a great divergence. Now we have this balance candle. Balance candle means shadow up, shadow down, small body. This is the balance candle. Now we have a little bit probabilities, and you can see the last correction zone is very far away. So we have a lot of space for making a long trend in the hourly chart. So now maybe we need a long trend, a really nice picture. Not so crazy like that. Wait, if you can see a really clear and clean uptrend. Be patient. Put it on your watch list. British pound, Swiss franc. British pound, Japanese yen is a short. You can see daily chart facing short, facing downwards, a little bit correction at the moment, but especially or basically facing downwards. In the hourly chart, wait for the next downtrend, put it on your watch list, British pound, Japanese yen. New Zealand, Swiss franc, long, look, crazy. A very far move. You can see very far. We have a lot of space to the next, the last correction zone. And now we get a maybe a little bit divergence on the RSI. That means here, lower low, higher low in the RSI. That means the volume is less. The pressure on the lower side is very less. And it means you can see here a balanced candle. This means maybe we have a great chance to make a long trend on the hourly chart. Wait, next one. Next, you need this one. You need a movement, then the next correction, and then you can make your trade. Put it in your watch list, Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. The last second currencies, New Zealand US dollar, the same. You can see it's a divergence, a correcting trade. A lower low here and a great divergence in the daily chart. It's a great opportunity to go on long here in the hourly chart, support by the daily chart. You know the first slide, rising up to 70% if you have the support from the higher time frame. But now we have to wait for the next long trend in New Zealand US dollar. Not yet. Be patient. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Or Monday. US dollar, nothing changed since the last weeks. We are in an uptrend in the daily chart. We had a great correction, and now the probabilities are more to the upper side. And in this case, we have a great opportunity in the hourly chart. You need here our long trade. You can see trading as itself, it's not so difficult. Your job is to make sure where are you in the daily, where are you in the market? Are you in a movement or are you in a correction, or wherever you are? You have to make sure that the probabilities are more on your side than against you. It's the most important thing. So gold was your wish. Let's look gold. Yes, let's start in the hourly chart. Gold is, in my opinion, almost still short because we are a little bit in a correction now, in a downtrend. But it's a really difficult situation because the last movement went really, really deep and long, and now we have a correction. We tried to continue the movement while we stopped here at around about, what's that here, $1,168. Maybe, I guess, in my private opinion, I guess we will see a bigger correction because the last correction is placed here. Oh, sorry. Here, the last correction is placed here. And now, I guess, we will see this one. And facing upwards corrective long trend. I guess that we will see this one maybe up to this resistance here at around about 1,236%. It's almost a probability. It's not security, it's not safety, but it's only a probability because I guess we will see a higher price in gold. It's only my private opinion, no more, no less. And if use of British pound US dollar, yeah, of course, we will do. Where is it? Here. So, British pound US dollar, classic called cable. Short, basically short. Why? The trend is facing downwards. We had, or we saw a little bit correction, and that's the great stuff. Look at this one. My special fact. Look here was the correction zone. Here, and look at this one. Here was the point 2 at this place, 130.49, and look how far the correction went. Almost 130.49. for 6 pips. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the reason why the 0.2 is almost so important. And now I guess we will see a trend continuation, and this will happen as long as it doesn't leave the correction zone, the red correction zone, to the lower side. But actually we see a little bit uptrend. It's corrective character. Look at this one, a little bit corrective character. So maybe in this correction zone, maybe we'll see a little bit rising price of British pound cable, but basically we are still in a downtrend. So yes, and Tim, finally, one I have, British pound Canadian dollar. That's the last one. British pound Canadian dollar. Let's see. Yes, of course, long, but actually we are in the move. Now we have to wait to the next correction, and then we make, I guess the trend continuation is more likely. Maybe it's a little bit corrective character, because you see here is the last correction zone. Let's see here, a big correction zone here in this place, and now this is, you can see, the last spike here at the last 0.2170. That's not an accident. That's trading. That's what the great traders do. They have a look at the 0.3 or 2, and that is the reason why this point is so important in trading. So actually we are in the rising situation, but the next correction will come. Be patient. Maybe it's not my situation to make a trade. I want to come out of the correction, but not in the movement. In the movement, you don't know when will the next correction will come. So stay on the sideline and be patient. So that was my opinion. That was my bright opinion about the trading, about the proposal for the coming days. I hope you learned something. You learned something about a little bit for your own trading. Otherwise, you can visit me on my homepage, available now in English. Send me a contact if you want. And with this word, I wish you a wonderful rest of the week, a sunny day, and stay healthy, take care, and enjoy the rest of your day. Back to Tim.
Okay, Markus. Yeah, thanks a lot for your interesting comments here for what's going on in the markets, and show you us some interesting trading setups. So yeah, thanks to you, all our listeners. We are back tomorrow at the same time. You're always invited to our webinars. Feel free to join us there. So yeah, thanks again, all. Have a good day, nice trades, and we see us. Bye bye.